Happy Tuesday, guys. It is Tuesday, April the 21st. We're working on lesson 100 today, and we're going to be talking about multiplying dollars and cents, talking about the money, honey. All right, so our objective today is going to be to use a decimal point properly when we're multiplying three-digit numbers. So multiplying the three-digit numbers is a relatively new concept for us too. But remember, we're just taking turns. We can use a lasso method if you like to multiply those numbers against each other. And our decimal point doesn't move when we're multiplying money. It's always going to be whoop, whoop, 2 spots over. Taking it from the ones place, you're going to be moving it over 2 spots to the left. And so that's where the change part of our money always is. And then our dollars can go on the other side of the decimal point, and they can just keep going, remembering to place a comma every 3 numbers. So let's jump in and do some examples. I'd like to go to lesson practice. I'm going to do A and B with you. Okay, so here we have $4 times 6. We can use the lasso method if you like. I'm sorry about that glare. It's not ideal, is it? Let me turn this light off and see if that helps. $4 times 6. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, 6 times 0, easy squeezy, 0. 6 times 0 again. Let's take a turn with that middle number, 0. Now here's the part we have to remember. There's a decimal in there. Okay, like I said, we're starting over here and saying 2 places over to the left is where our decimal's going to go. Now it's time for the 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. We're going to add our 24 on this other side of the decimal. Don't forget our dollar sign because we want 100% credit for remembering all the details of these kind of problems. Okay, next we have 305 times 7. Again, I hope you'll see 305 times 7. Okay, so I'm going to say 5 times 7 is 35. I'm going to add my 3 up top. My 5's going to go right here. We're going to lasso 7 times 0. Okay, we're taking turns here. So this is a 0, but I have a little add 3 up there. So I'm going to add my 3. Here's the part where we need to remember the decimal, okay? So we have 2 place values there, then we add that decimal. 7 times 3 is 21. And then I'm going to add my dollar sign, okay? So multiplying dollars and cents, the details that need to be remembered are decimals and dollar signs. Also wanted to do number 1 with you. This is a word problem in your book. It says there were 32 books on the table arranged in 4 equal stacks. How many books were in each stack? Guys, remember whenever it's a word problem and they're having you start with a large number and divide it equally, everybody gets their fair share. We know that they're telling us we're going to need to divide, okay? So we start with a big number like 32, and then we want it divided into 4 stacks. How many is going to be in each stack? I wrote this problem as 32 equals 4 times what? Because as we're learning our division, I've used the reverse with the multiplication to help remind you how to do division. So 32 divided by 4, or 4 times what equals 32? The answer is 8. So we're going to put 8, and then you're going to put 8 books, or 8 in each stack. As your answer. Don't forget your tag words when it comes to division word problems, okay? Number 2, there was also one, I believe this was an estimation problem. I thought I'd go over it with you because we just learned this yesterday. It says Rob bought 5 bottles of juice for $2.29 per bottle. To estimate the total cost, Rob multiplied 5 times $2. Will Rob's estimate be greater than or less than the exact cost? Okay, so if the juice was $2.29 per bottle and he rounded it to $2, Is he going to have greater than or less than the amount that he actually needs? Well, did 229 go to $3? Or did it round down to $2? It rounded to $2. If it goes to $2, then he is going to have less than he actually needs. And that's the only math, or that's the only work really you have to do on this, is just decide if it's rounded up, he's going to have greater than. If it's rounded down, he's going to have less than he needs. So you don't actually have to work the problem out unless they tell you to. Now, in future lessons, they are going to have you work it out and say what is greater, the actual amount or the estimate. So it'll get more specific as we go along. But anyway, all right, enjoy the rest of your day in lesson 100. See you soon.